Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kenny Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Minnesota's up. QB Kirk Cousins set to go here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First play, here's Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. They'll run with Madison. They find some open field here. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Cousins on 1st down. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him. Line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Stafford on third down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 30 yards. And the Rams are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. Williams loses the football, and this belongs to the Vikings.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover. Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They juked him. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to... complete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And they're able to corral them right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Now Cousins on 4th down. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne from 8 yards out. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Here comes the Rams punter now. Back deep, Brandon Powell. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Alexander Madison leading this Vikings offense out there to begin the next drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 18. From the red zone now, Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out. And a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start, offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Draw play, Madison. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, Cousins. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 36, Stafford trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. Effort where the mistakes have happened, can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
This looks like a free play for Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Throwing again is Stafford. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jordan Hicks, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Cousins to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Play fake, Cousins. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A 60-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's...
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play from the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
It's complete to Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Stafford looks to throw again. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. But what a play by Andrew Booth. Got to him quickly, kept him from even getting back to the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A give up the middle to Akers. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. On 1st down, Stafford here. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
The home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison.
And he'll get her in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings have opened the lead up to 30. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
They'll run here with Akers.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Stafford. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Marcus Davenport drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Cousins.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Well, they had been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
They picked up 5 yards last time. time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Cousins now. And this is going to be incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies. Like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep or protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They'll wind up getting set. And that'll make it 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and this is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Stafford on 3rd down.
They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Los Angeles.
Here's Stafford. And he just gets rid of it. Throws. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. To the air again. Stafford. Man open is Robinson. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
From the 29, Stafford.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
From down at the 12. 10.
First down, Rams.
To throw is Stafford. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On second and very short, Stafford, and this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go.
Penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful. They've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.